Bueno gente, como ven, estoy grabando otro video más de Five Nights at Wario's Deluxe. He visto un poco, ahora he investigado por internet a ver qué cosas se han sacado y hay cosas bastante interesantes. Y entre ellas incluyen nuevas cámaras, así que quiero ver eso. Y aparte, todas estas cuatro opciones del menú no van a ser todas, van a haber muchísimas más si es que termino el juego. Así que me interesa obviamente terminarlo. Y por cierto, he visto ahí un poco para sacar los archivos internos del juego. Puedo, pero no lo voy a hacer por el momento. Solamente si llega a ser necesario. Porque ya tengo imágenes para hacer las miniaturas, así que no necesito extraer nada. Así que bueno, voy a ver cómo me va en esta noche. En estas noches, ya que la idea es pasarme 2 noches por video. Map toggle, esta era la de las cámaras que le decía.
Third night is up, and you should be getting the hang of this now, I guess. Everything's good, right?
Sí, todo
Tell
está
me
bien.
if something was up. I have to inform you about some upgrades we've installed today. As you know, this factory was built on an old piece of land, yeah? There were remains of underground tunnels that Wario turned into this factory's current cellar. At some point, though, the tunnels down there become unstable, and the deeper areas down there seem to be way too unsafe to enter. So, who knows how far these tunnels actually go, and who knows what they were originally used for. Anyway, I'm telling you this because, well, first of all, don't go down there, yeah? But secondly, we kind of heard noises coming from down there today. Footsteps, as some people here claimed. As well as singing. Sounds quite absurd to me, but, take it as you want. We feared someone may have been trying to break in from below. Even though that should be impossible, of course. Or it could be animals down there. That's, we don't know for sure, but there were sounds coming from down there. Most definitely. So just for safety, of course, we've put up some more cameras down there as well. You should easily be able to access them on your camera pad, just like the other cameras, so you can keep an eye out on stuff. Yeah, the light situation down there, it's not good. So why have cameras at all down there if you can't see anything, right? Well, there is an emergency solution for now. Using your camera pad, you can flash some lights we've installed down there, just in case you hear someone walking down there. I mean, the cameras have microphones built into them, so you should be able to hear sounds they pick up through your pad, yeah? So, now and then, just take a peek at those underground cameras and listen if their microphones pick up anything of interest. Listen for a few moments, though, before you brush it off as nothing. For all we know, if there should be something down there, it can take a few seconds before anything moves at all. In addition to that, because the cameras are so far underground, there might be some audio delay from the cameras and to the pad you're holding. So, based on what we heard today, and what some people heard, just to be sure, listen for a few seconds. Listen if you can hear anything that resembles walking, footsteps, singing, anything like that. And if you don't hear anything for 2, 3, 4 seconds, I'm sure it's good to go. And give the lamps down there a big flash if you hear something, okay? We don't really want anyone breaking in, so be careful though. We are on a tight budget as well, so electricity at night is still limited. So here's the deal. Flashing those lamps down there, it drains quite a lot of power if there is no movement detection in that room. So therefore, please use those flashes sparingly. Only use them if you hear something in that room, okay? We don't really want you to suddenly sit there in the darkness for half a night with no power left. Okay.
Ok.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. I'll update you tomorrow if anything else is to be reported, yeah? Good night.
Ok. Según entendí, si escuchamos pasos, canto u otra cosa más, si lo escuchamos, tendremos que revisar estas cámaras. Y bueno, en la cámara de estas que les estoy mostrando ahora se escucha algo de eso. Tendremos que prender la lámpara. Si la prendemos cuando no hay nadie ahí, perdemos energía. Y supongo que el lugar donde empezaría este personaje sería la cámara A, que es en la que no están estos problemas de electricidad. Así que ya veremos. ¡Hijo de su madre! Vale. No entendí. A ver.
Hey, Richard. Third night is up and you should be getting
Peach
the hang of this now, I guess.
empieza en esta cámara.
Everything's good, right? You'd tell me if something was up.
Y entiendo
I have
que después se
4
mueva
custom
esta.
upgrades we have installed today.
Y si está aquí, le doy a todo el lamp.
All the piece of land, yeah? There were remains of underground tunnels that Wario
Aunque también se puede venir para acá.
current cellar. At some point,
Aunque supongo que su objetivo sería llegar hasta aquí. Creo yo, ¿no? Porque según recuerdo sí se podía entrar al piso principal por aquí. Buah. Voy a probar en hacer eso. O sea, si la veo en la cámara A y desaparece, voy a la cámara B, escucho con más atención. Y si está ahí, pues bueno, prendo la luz. Vale. Me parece que ahora lo entiendo. Vale, y ahora sé que Luigi también puede ir por ahí. Coño de la madre. No comprendo. Vale. Y volvió para allá. Bien. Vale. Creo entender cómo funciona Peach. Puede ser de que se vaya moviendo cámara por cámara, como les he dicho recién, y se quede un tiempo muy corto en cada una y la tenga que agarrar rápido. Vuelvo al menú simplemente para ver cómo está cómo se ve, porque es bastante bonito. Y ya, vamos a ir a la noche 4. Y creería yo, ¿no? Me tienen que venir a meter a Mario ahora. Que no debería ser muy diferente el gameplay al que fue hasta ahora. Efectivamente, me meten a Mario.
Good evening, Richard. I hope you're well rested and ready for her again today about your situation with the night guard and everything. And she insisted that you have the right to know more about this place, and of course you do. So, after the three establishments, the cafe, the microgame company, and this factory, the owners and the workers disappeared in 2007, as I mentioned, but it has been rumored that a thief may have been responsible for the disappearance. It is said he was breaking into the factory to steal the secret recipe, that I mentioned to you. Based on witnesses and the fact that Wario's mascot costume is still missing. It was a costume of himself, pretty much, a big costume, pretty much, that he used for, mascot purposes, commercials and stuff. And we still haven't found it yet, even 7 years later now. Based on that, it is believed that this hypothetical thief used this very costume, because it is said that the thief, he took the lives of the 5 in the process. Actual murders, But as I mentioned, no bodies has ever been found. We do not know for sure if the thief killed them or if something else happened, because the thief himself also disappeared, never to be seen again. 6 missing people, Richard. It's all a mystery. The thief is speculated to have been a man named Bruno Gates, to be exact. The only evidence we have for that is his wife, Dolores Gates, I think her name was. She reported her husband missing around the time of this incident, so, you know, you can make the connection that maybe it was the same guy. Of course, these are only rumors, yeah, but if we're being honest, that's why the door mechanic was installed in our office in the first place. We don't want anything like that to happen ever again. I hope this won't scare you.
Miren esas partículas, weón.
So we did some digging today in the factory. Quite literally, actually. There are depths of this cellar that are unsafe and they are blocked off, presumably by Wario himself when he was alive. But we found remains of Wario, Waluigi, and the 3 known factory employees. Diaries, lunchboxes, toolkits, and the like. As for the employees that went missing, being 2 brothers named Mario and Luigi and a woman named Peach, we haven't found that much of interest yet. However, we tried reading through some of the diaries from the 2 owners, or at least what's left of them. The diaries are all torn up and dusty, and much of the ink can't even be read anymore. But we did manage to make out some of Wario's latest entries in his diary, where it basically talks about how he's very happy with the status of the factory, I can see. And according to a line here, it is much thanks to the insane profits they made from WarioWare, as he writes, which allowed them to invest much more money in this factory. Waluigi's diary was interesting for me personally. It seems like the 2 of us have had a similar experience. A certain type of dream, to be exact. You can understand my surprise, I'm sure. This factory is quite strange, don't you think? Or is that just me? Like a subtle wind that doesn't feel familiar is blowing through these corridors. I wonder if your father too felt the same when he chose to fund this reopening. Or if it's all just in my head. It's late now. I'm rambling again, sorry. Forgive me, Richard. Tell me if you have any questions, yeah? Have a good night.
Joder, estuvo como 5 minutos hablando. ¿Cómo le gusta hablar al www Wario? Bien, me quedé sin energía, pero quizás paso la noche. What the fuck. Iba bien, iba bien. Aguantaba un poco más y lo conseguía. Y eso que ya me quiero ir a dormir, pero no quiero irme a dormir sin completar esta noche. No entiendo nada. No entiendo el funcionamiento de Peach. Me va a matar Peach. Coño de la madre, ¿dónde está? No voy a superar la noche ya. Es que... What the fuck. No entiendo cómo funciona Peach. O sea, si no hay nadie ahí y hago ese shock, no... O sea, pierdo energía. Y si hay alguien ahí, supongo que no pierdo. Pero el problema es que no escucho nada. O sea, se supone que si escucho un canto, si escucho pasos o si escucho otra cosa, quiere decir que hay alguien ahí, pero no escucho nada y terminé completando la noche. A huevo. No entiendo. No entiendo. O sea, ya... Ahora este va a ser el último video que voy a grabar ahora. O sea, probablemente ya mañana vaya a grabar algo porque son las 3 de la mañana. Y voy a ponerme a ver los directos de otros youtubers que yo conozco que se han jugado Five Nights at Freddy's Deluxe cuando se estrenó. Y voy a ver si tienen alguna técnica, si se escucha bien o si es algún bug o algo así. Pero bueno, ya veré. El mundo, que completé ya 4 noches de las 6 que trae el juego. Y según tengo entendido, hay una noche secreta aparte del All Max Mode. Y conseguí mi primer logro, conseguí el Blind Victory, el de completar una noche sin energía. Así que bien, estoy bien.